guys, here we are. We're going to change the lawnmower blades over for the Honda 216, HRU 216. First thing I like to do is just get a scraper and go around all these bits and pieces, all this little stuff that's hanging around here, all this dirt and grime and stuff. The reason I do this is so that you can get around that bolt. You can see what's going on with the bolt right around and get in there. So it's one of the first things I do. Just get rid of it all, push that all to the side, give it a good clean right around. Okay. Right, you get the right size that goes on. Use the good old Ryobi. Trick is, don't take the bolt off all the way, because once it comes off, that nut will stay inside. So what I do, just enough so that you can actually undo it with your fingers. Okay, so right, that one took off. All right, now move everything out of the way. So all these bits and pieces should be replaced. A lot of people just replace the blades only, and they don't renew. Oh, you can renew. You can use these again. That's fine. But the washers that are underneath them and the bolts, they should be replaced. I always, as a general rule of thumb, replace all of that. All of it. And when you take these off, a good way to look at it, look at the washer before when you take it off, and see which way it is. See how it is. It actually lips up like that. You don't put it down like that, because the washers have got an actual bend in them. You can see there. So that's how that goes. So the washer goes up like that when you put it on. So with all the old blades, put them aside, and the bolts, the nuts, you don't need those. We'll just clean this down a bit with the paintbrush. Just get a nice clear surface. And what I usually do, I just give this a bit of a clean. They just go on the bottom here, because you've got a lot of gunk like that, and the blades won't sit properly. So I'll just give that a bit of a scrape, a bit of a clean. Because if the blades don't sit properly, they just keep on swinging and they won't tighten up properly, and you'll have an uneven cut. Okay, so we're pretty clean in there, right around. I mean, this is only a 5-minute job, but you may as well just spend a couple more minutes, you know, doing a bit more detail, get things going. But these are genuine Honda blades. As I was saying before, these are the washers. See how the washers have got like a lip on them. See that little lip going up? So that's what you got to look at. So when you put the blade down, you put it like that. Most times when you buy something, it's got a description on the back how they go. The face washer going up. All right. So first thing is the blade, the bolt. And with the bolt, you've got that sheared piece there. With that sheared piece, you can see it there, that faces away like that. You can see it from there where it fits in anyway, like that. So the first thing I'm going to do, put the washer in there, like that. Put that on one of these things, put that on. And with these, on one side they've got little lugs. The lugs go down. Now what I do, I hold it up like this, put pressure on it when I tighten it up. Had it on the wrong direction. I hold that down. just so you get that little bit where it's touching. So that's the whole idea. Generally, it's not tightened up. But this is basically what they call swing back blades. What happens is that if you hit something when when it's turning around cutting, you hit something, it gives. That's the whole idea about it. Now that's too loose, of course, obviously, but what I'm doing now, I'm just showing you that, that's all. So put that on, and that's what it should be like. You can move it a little bit, that's what you want. The other thing is, when you're putting the, hang on, just dropped the little thing here. When you're putting these on, I'll put it on like that, put it through. I hold on to it, because if you don't hold on to it, you just put the bolt on, or whatever, put everything on, everything else, and you let it slip out, and you start to tighten it. You tighten it like that, and it goes lopsided. And what happens? You tighten it like that, and then see that lip there. If you let it go and don't push up when you tighten it up, that little lip there will stay like that, and the blade won't go on properly. So you make sure that that's right through the blade. Do like that. Put that one on, and the nut. Hold on to it, push down. So it's right. There we go. That's how we want it, like that. Good. Okay. We've got 2 washers here. Must have given us some extra washers. Okay. And hold it up. Pretty loud. I'm just going to double check to make sure I put a washer on that one. Anyway, I'll go up to it later on. I won't put it on the video. Okay, now washer. I don't think it really matters which way you put that washer on. Some people swear by it and say, oh no, you have to do it this way. You have to. It doesn't really matter, as long as it just keeps a little bit of a distance in your so it can spring, just in case it does hit something. The blades usually hit something. So there we go, guys. That's the blades. They're all on. Now what I do, I usually check to make sure there's no clearance there in between those. That's very important, because if there is, it's obviously what's happened is that the bolt hasn't gone right through the blade, and it's just leaning on that little lip, and it's not going through. So there we go, guys. Just a quick demo on how to change the blades on a Honda 216.